Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum.
I'm Suki.
I'm Zara.
And today we are going to react to
20 unusual facts about Malaysia.
It has been a lot of time that we didn't see Malaysia.
Yeah.
So we are really excited.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What's up everyone, my name is Nick, and as you might know, I love doing research about unusual facts about a place. So I thought today's video should be about the most unusual and interesting facts about the country that I live in, Malaysia. As you can see,
Malaysia.
So he lives in Malaysia.
Okay.
That's good. Let's see.
I'm filming at night, and that is because I don't have much time these days, and that is mainly to do because my wife is giving birth in a week, but I thought you guys deserve a video, so I should make some time and make this video for you. So let's talk about unusual and interesting facts about Malaysia. For example, did you know that the largest roundabout in the world is located in Malaysia?
No.
Yes, this roundabout has a diameter of 3.5 kilometers and is located in Petronas, which is just south of Kuala Lumpur, the capital here in Malaysia.
Yeah, we know that Kuala Lumpur is the capital in Malaysia. Wow.
Now, if you thought that is interesting, make sure to keep watching this video because there will be many more of these interesting facts about Malaysia. So, let's get into
And we are here for that.
Yeah.
the video. This is Global Given. So let's start with the Petronas Towers. Did you know that when the Petronas Towers were built in 1989, it was actually the tallest building, well, the tallest buildings in the whole world.
Wow.
Up until 2004, the Kuala Lumpur Petronas Towers were the tallest buildings in the world.
Okay.
I thought that the first tallest towers or buildings in the world, the first one will be in America, I thought.
Yeah.
This is
I
interesting.
didn't know.
This is a surprise.
Yeah.
And after 2004, right now, they are still the tallest twin towers in the world.
Wow.
If that's interesting, you might find this one interesting as well. Did you know that Malaysia is home to not 2, not 3, but 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites? Of course, we've got the largest cave system in the world in Mulu National Park. We've got an amazing national park called Kinabalu National Park with the tallest mountain in Southeast Asia. Then there are the sister cities of Malacca and Penang, and together they are also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And then the fourth one, which is less known, is the Lenggong Valley, which is a very important historical site where they found some very interesting archaeological items.
I love archaeology.
As I mentioned, Mulu National Park, did you know that the Sarawak Chamber...
Wow, sorry, but I have to stop the video. Wow, I really love the caves.
Yeah.
I love places like this.
I went to a cave when I was in the middle school.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
In Mulu National Park is the largest cave chamber in the world.
Wow.
It can actually fit up to 40 Boeing 747s without the planes having to touch one another.
That's
now that is
impressive.
a large cave.
Yes.
Another fun fact about Malaysia is that Malaysia is the only country in the whole world that has territory on the mainland of Southeast Asia, as well as on some islands between Asia and Oceania. As we all know, Malaysians love to eat, so it's only fitting that Penang or Georgetown is considered the food capital of Asia. Which kind of makes sense because there's delicious food to be found on every street corner in Georgetown.
Yeah, I heard that Malaysian food is one of the most delicious food in the world.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah.
Long ago, before Malaysia was formed, there were little sultanates scattered over these lands. And in the year 1837, the Sultanate of Kedah was established, which makes the Sultanate of Kedah one of the oldest sultanates in the world. Okay, this is a serious one. Malaysia still allows caning as a punishment. So depending on the crime that you've committed, you could receive up to 24 strokes of the cane. So,
Like they did in the past, like when you see like historical dramas.
They give them.
Yeah.
like any other country, make sure to follow the laws.
Yeah.
All right,
know
this
that.
is to me quite a funny one.
In fact, if I have to think about it, I can't say that is a bad thing. Actually, if you do something wrong, you have to be punished.
Yeah.
So I think it is good. I don't think it is a bad thing.
Did you know that in the state of Kelantan in West Malaysia, the government decided in 1997
Yeah, but what I was saying that is interesting because nowadays they don't use that much like the, how can I say, I can't remember the name.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
So yeah, it's interesting for this because
Yes,
not used anymore.
that in cinemas the light should not be switched off anymore. And this was to prevent people cuddling and kissing.
Really?
Because it's a Muslim country.
Malaysia
yes,
has many natural resources, like, of course, the rubber tree. So, did you know that Malaysia is the third largest natural rubber producer in the world? And
Wow.
Malaysia is number 1 at producing rubber gloves. Speaking of large and nature, Malaysia is home to the largest flower in the world. This flower is called the Rafflesia flower, and it can grow up to about 3. This flower is called the
God.
Rafflesia.
They're so strange.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
I have never seen it
Yeah. I really want to see it in
in person.
person. Yeah.
flower.
It has poison.
I don't know.
And it can grow up to about 3 feet in diameter.
Wow.
Unfortunately, this flower is so big that it only blooms for a few days. If you've heard about Malaysia before, or if you're from Malaysia, you know that Malaysia has amazing rainforests and amazing jungle. So, the largest tropical tree can also be found here in Malaysia. The tualang tree can grow up to 80 meters
Wow.
from the ground. So imagine standing next to that tree. I'm like almost 2 meters. So that would be 40 of me in one tree. Now that's a large
Yeah.
tree. Alright, you're still watching the video, so obviously you're interested in Malaysia. Now, can you guess what the Malaysian national dish is?
Oh
Well,
my god, I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Let's see.
of course, it has to be nasi lemak, which is a fragrant rice.
Yes,
Yeah,
nasi
yeah, yeah.
lemak.
Rice wrapped in banana leaf. Speaking of eating and the national dish, so what do you think the national drink is here in Malaysia?
I don't know.
Well, if you
Mango?
said teh tarik, then that is correct. This pulled drink is poured
Tarik?
from like a meter high, and that creates a really nice froth
Oh.
on top of the
Wow.
tea. So if you order a teh tarik here in Malaysia,
Teh
it better
tarik.
come hot with a nice froth on top. Here's another fun fact. Did you know that the English word ketchup, yes, like the sauce you would put on your French fries or on your burger, the word ketchup is derived from the Hokkien word ketchup. So if you're sitting here in a Malaysian coffee shop and you would order ketchup, the server would probably think you're ordering ketchup, which is a black soya sauce regularly served here for your noodles or for your rice.
So, what is the real name of ketchup?
Yeah. So what is the real name of ketchup?
Malaysia is a federation, which means that in certain states there are different laws. For example,
Okay.
here in Sarawak, as well
Like in the unities, like in America.
Yes.
as Sabah, which is considered East Malaysia, there are different immigration laws. That means that if you're from Kuala Lumpur, you would actually have to bring your passport to visit
Really?
East Malaysia. Here's another fun and interesting and perhaps an unusual fact about Sarawak. So in Sarawak there's a tribe called the Iban tribe, and they would name their newborn baby an ulat or ulat, which literally translates to worm. And the Iban would only give the real name to a child after they've done a special ceremony.
I think like in Thailand.
In Thailand, yeah. Because in Thailand, people, you can't call them by their birth name, but you have to call them by their nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the next fact, let's stay with the Iban tribe a little bit longer, and let's talk about how they used to headhunt people. Years ago, centuries ago, the Iban used to chop off people's heads. They were headhunters, and they would keep their heads of their enemies as trophies in their homes. Luckily, this was abolished, but up until the 20th century, it was pretty common to be a headhunter here in Sarawak. So, if you ever see an Iban...
But I think it's like not only in Malaysia. I think it's a common thing like in another part of the world.
But in 20th century, he's talking about the 20th century.
Make sure to be nice to him. If you've ever been on an elevator here in Malaysia, you might have noticed that there is no 4th floor, but a floor called 3A instead. This is because the number or the sound of 4 resembles the sound of death in Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay.
This fact, we saw it in another video.
Yeah, I can't remember where, but yeah.
Yes.
Alright, let's move on and do another fun fact. Did you know, for example, that in Kuala Lumpur it rains about 200 days in a year?
Wow.
Well, on top of that, here in Kuching, it actually rains up to 253 days per year. Well, that's definitely a lot of rain, but luckily it usually only rains in the early mornings, so most days are just nice and dry.
Okay, because I really hate rain. It is not that I hate it, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
So most people have heard of the famous shoe designer Jimmy Choo. But did you know that he was actually...
I think I heard his name.
I don't know.
I don't know where, but I think I heard his
born
name.
here in Malaysia. He was born in Penang,
Okay.
He was born in Malaysia.
to be exact.
He's a designer.
Yes.
Yeah, famous designer.
I hope you like these interesting facts about Malaysia as much as I did. I just can't get enough of doing research about this beautiful country, and I always want to learn more. Now, thanks for watching this.
He said that he loves Malaysia, and I think that that's the reason why he's in living in Malaysia.
Yeah. And he said that he likes to learn new things.
Yeah.
And we are the same. That's why we are watching these videos.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed watching this video, and we learned a lot of facts about Malaysia. A lot of things I didn't know about them. So this was a really, how can I say?
Interesting and beautiful, and I was
educational video.
Yeah, and I was also amazed by the this large flower
and the cave.
But especially the flower, because it's like fiction thing, you know.
Yes.
So yeah, it was really interesting.
Yes. Thank you for watching our video, and see you in the next video.
Goodbye.
Bye.